Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast equivalent of getting a perfect coat of magic shell on your ice cream on the first try.
Magic shell. So, what is magic shell? How does it work?
Magic shell is made with coconut oil.
That's the magic?
Yeah.
So it just hardens at a cooler temperature?
Yes.
It really ruins it. But we should get some. I feel like we should get some magic shell.
I found a recipe where you could make your own magic shell.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I actually do have time for that since we are still locked down.
Don't rub it in.
Write in if you want me to send you a jar of questionable magic shell.
Oh my god, no.
Questionable homemade magic shell.
No.
I'll put a sticker on it.
Kate, last week we listened to this voicemail from Nina B. Here it is again.
Hey, Not-Stalgia. My suggestions for you are Garfield and Friends and Heathcliff. I know that Katie likes cats, and I love cats, and these shows both featured cats as the main character. They're both really cute and fun and really nostalgic for me. I hope that Katie enjoys them, and I hope, Tyler, that you remember them. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
So the second part of that is Heathcliff. We watched Garfield already, and you were not impressed. Is that a correct assessment?
I wasn't as impressed as I wanted to be.
Oh, you wanted to like Garfield?
I did, because I like cats. And I think Nina B's a great listener.
When you...
I aim to please.
When you go into these episodes, any episode, regardless of if there's a call or request, do you want to like the things, generally?
I think of myself as a generally optimistic person.
Yes.
Generally. Mm-hmm. And I think I do want to like some things.
Wow.
But it just... You make it so difficult.
I don't make it difficult. The creators of these programs make it difficult.
Ugh.
This isn't on me.
This is your fault.
So what do you know about Heathcliff? Anything?
I know it's about a kitty cat.
Yes.
He is also orange.
Mm-hmm.
Is he just a ripoff of Garfield?
No.
Or is Garfield just a ripoff of Heathcliff?
Heathcliff predates Garfield by a few years.
You hear that, Jim? What's his name?
Jim Davis? Yeah,
Jim Davis? Yeah. You plagiarist.
Do you know anything else about it? Have you ever seen the cartoon? Have you ever
I
seen
think
the
the cat
comic?
is like kind of rotund.
Yeah.
And he definitely was in the Sunday comics, like as a kid.
Mm-hmm. So you've seen him there.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the show, to your knowledge?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Heathcliff, I haven't seen much of this either. Heathcliff was a comic strip created by George Gately in 1973. Jim Davis didn't make Garfield until 1976. He's an orange cat who spends his days annoying people and animals. So he's...
I do like that.
You know, there were two... This is interesting. Maybe interesting is not the right word.
Probably not.
This is noteworthy? Maybe not. There were two Heathcliff cartoon shows, okay? And we're going to watch one episode sort of from both. They both were on the air in the 80s, so it almost seems like one long show, but really there's two different series. The original show was at first, in its first season, called Heathcliff and Dingbat.
Who's the sassiest, brassiest, classiest cat? Heathcliff! Who's got charm? Who's got warmth? Who's got style? You can bet he'll never get caught in the dog catcher's net. Heathcliff!
And in its second season was renamed to Heathcliff and Marmaduke.
Heathcliff and Marmaduke. What a wacky pair. A rough little, tough little alley cat. A lovable lapdog, big as a bear.
Do you know Marmaduke?
Yeah, I know Marmaduke.
Also from the Sunday comics, I suppose?
Yeah. He was just a big dog, and all the jokes were about how big he was.
Oh, okay. I never saw any Marmaduke media, comics, or show.
Yeah, because you didn't read.
True. Still don't. Unless I'm reading Wikipedia articles about Heathcliff. This TV show was created by George Gately, the guy who made Heathcliff. It also co-created by Brad Anderson, who's the creator of Marmaduke. And the other co-creators, let's see if you recognize these names. Joe Ruby and Ken Spears. Do you recognize their names from recent history?
No, well, Joe Ruby sounds like Jack Ruby, the guy who shot JFK. What's this other person's name?
Ken Spears.
Is that Britney Spears' brother?
Joe Ruby and Ken Spears created Scooby-Doo. They're the creators of Scooby-Doo, which Marmaduke looks just like Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah.
This is very confusing to me, this whole thing. But basically, they had their hit with Scooby-Doo, and then they kind of created their own animation production company. So this was one of their shows.
Do you think that they only knew how to draw dogs?
Well, and Heathcliff is a cat.
Oh.
Your theory doesn't really...
Cat's really more of just a
hold water.
modified dog.
This show ran from October 4th, 1980 to September 18th, 1982. There were 2 seasons, 26 episodes, and it aired on ABC. The second series was called Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats, and both versions of this show have been just shortened to Heathcliff, which is even more confusing.
Color me confused.
This is our old friends Deke. Remember Deke?
Deke!
From yeah, exactly. That's how they said it at the
Yeah.
end. They're from Inspector Gadget and other low-budget cartoons
weren't
drawn
good.
in France. George Gately was the creator of this, again, Heathcliff's creator. And then the co-creators were Jean Chalopin and Bruno Bianchi, who also worked on all the Deke shows, Inspector Gadget and all that. And they created the Cadillac Cats characters. This show ran from September 5th, 1985 to August 13th, 1988. So there was a little gap of about 3 years where they weren't making Heathcliff shows. There were 2 seasons, 86 episodes. It was a first-run syndication show in the USA, so it was on lots of channels, and it was on France 3 in France. That's the name of a channel. Mel Blanc, the voice of all the Looney Tunes characters, and Barney Rubble and the Flintstones, he's Heathcliff on both shows. So they have the same voice actor, but they were just 2 different shows by 2 different companies. And Deke released a theatrical movie in 1986 in the midst of this show called Heathcliff the Movie, but it was just Heathcliff telling his nephew's stories, and when he would tell the story, it was an episode of the Heathcliff TV show that had already aired on TV.
God, what a cop-out.
It's crazy.
Also, what a classic uncle move, where you're like, all right, we run out of activities, let me tell you stories.
So
You haven't heard these before, have
just
you?
like
Okay.
a crummy, frame story with reusing. It's
I have seen you do that move as an uncle.
no comment. So, I don't really remember Heathcliff very much. I don't think I've ever seen it. I think the only thing I would remember is being confused about why Heathcliff looks and acts like Garfield and why there were 2 Orange Cat shows. So, I'm mostly curious to see how this differs from Garfield and if it's better or worse. So, that's what I'm going to ask you when this episode's over. Which you prefer, Heathcliff or Garfield? And within Heathcliff, which version of Heathcliff? The Ruby Spears version or the Deke version? I've tried to split this up in an equitable way so we can see a little bit of everything. So we're going to watch from the original series, where I cobbled together segments from different episodes. Season 1, Episode 3, we're going to watch Milk Run Mayhem. That's a Heathcliff segment. Season 1, Episode 1, Lumbering Loonies. That's a Dingbat and the Creeps segment. We'll see what that means when we get there. And from Season 2, Episode 1, Home Run Rover, that's a Marmaduke segment. The characters didn't interact. When it's Heathcliff and Marmaduke, there's like 2 Marmaduke cartoons and 2 Heathcliff cartoons, if that makes sense.
Seems weird, man.
And from the Deke series, we're going to watch Season 1, Episode 8. City Slicker Cat is Part 1 of that, and House of the Future is Part 2, the Cadillac Cats segment. So, let's watch.
Now that's what I call service and delivered.
Oh no, that felonious feline got my milk after all. Or so he thinks.
Charge! Now to find a quiet spot for a milk out.
I'll take that. Loser!
Loser? Obviously, that is a challenge that cannot be ignored.
This milkman lets Heathcliff live in his head rent-free, you know?
So Heathcliff not only wants to just steal milk, he just orchestrated a prank to get the milkman fired. He's trying to ruin his life and livelihood. That seems a bit extreme.
I don't like when Heathcliff laughs.
And he goes,
Seems like the kind of chortle you would hear from like a wardrobe in a haunted house. I don't like it. This milkman's just trying to provide for his family, his milk wife and his milk kids. You would think if he just gave 1 quart of milk to the cat, it would just all be over.
Heathcliff has drank multiple quarts today and he's insatiable.
It's not good. They should probably take him to the vet. It's really generous of this milkman not to just run Heathcliff over. You know?
That would solve this problem much quicker.
That trash can making a rocket noise was a lot for me. Why is this cat so fast? This is a lot. What is the budget of the town milk factory?
That the milkman has this cannon to launch himself out of. Oh, he's using the milk delivery helicopter now.
Uh-oh, look! I don't think we need that much firewood.
We gotta stop that crazy machine before it cuts down the whole forest. Move it!
Are they like a Halloween-themed gang?
Yeah,
Why?
because these guys made Scooby-Doo.
All of these sound effects are very familiar and have been reused from every Scooby-Doo. I'm still confused. How did these people meet? The vampire dog, the pumpkin, and the skeleton.
It's a good question.
Which one is Dingbat?
Dingbat's the dog.
The vampire dog.
Yeah, Dingbat, the pumpkin's name is Nobody, and I don't remember the skeleton's name.
Why does everyone just refer to them as these creeps?
Oh, Spare Rib is the skeleton.
This is not good. Nina B, I'm so sorry.
So it seems like there's kind of a Three Stooges thing going on. The skeleton's Curly, the pumpkin's Moe. So what is the premise? They're competing with this lumberjack?
I guess? Why doesn't the pumpkin have any legs.
His name is Nobody.
But he just has
no body.
feet.
Yeah, he's a jack-o'-lantern with little shoes at the bottom.
This is startling.
You haven't seen many 70s and 80s cartoons,
No.
have you?
No.
This is
It's
so...
like emblematic of...
Yes. It is so typical for this era of cartoon.
What would a vampire dog be?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. He transforms from a full-size dog to like a little bat-sized dog, right? A normal vampire is a human and a bat. He's like a dog and a bat, but the bat looks like a dog.
I like them falling through the air completely still.
So maybe this will give you some perspective on why I'm so fond of the cartoons from a little later in time. Because if you're comparing like Rocko's Modern Life to this, it sure makes Rocko's Modern Life look a little better, doesn't it?
2 outs and the Tigers' number 13 is up at bat. No dog is gonna strike me out.
Sinker ball, strike one. Boomerang ball, strike two. Corkscrew ball, strike three. Side retired.
You shouldn't bring a dog this big to a kid's Little League game.
It's going to be a massacre.
Why is that kid so whispery?
His voice is really quiet.
I got the ball. Marmaduke, you can't come to the game.
No, Marmaduke, don't bite the children. Look at him, he's just savaging him. This dog is out of control. Why doesn't Marmaduke have dog teeth? Why does he have person teeth? Look at his teeth.
Oh, Marmaduke is pitching by throwing the ball with his tail.
This is just exhausting to watch. The sheer number of sound effects that I've heard in the last 10 seconds is more sound effects than I want in a whole season.
How do you think they make that woo, 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 woo sound of the ball moving
I
around?
think they just have someone like you do it.
Woo, 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 woo.
I think Marmaduke might have rabies. It's not good. Look at his person teeth.
You have to watch Heathcliff and Marmaduke or Heathcliff and Dingbat. Which one are you picking? What was better or what was worse?
Oh my god. I don't even know. I guess I would pick Heathcliff and Dingbat.
I would pick Marmaduke. We're in
Fascinating.
complete disagreement.
Don't you have an appointment with your stockbroker or something?
Not until next week. We usually summer in France, where the women are, how shall I say, ooh la la, and the food is magnifique.
Well, excuse me.
So Heathcliff plays pranks on everyone and terrorizes the neighborhood.
Yep. These are the Cadillac cats.
Why are they driving around in a bathtub? Who's the kid in this?
I don't know. Heathcliff seems to have a family that owns him in this version.
Yeah, I thought he was like a feral cat.
He was in the old show, but this is the new and improved Heathcliff.
The sound effects are just completely unnecessary here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Heathcliff's just sort of walking. He's been
It's like...
stunned. Yeah, there's a lot of strings being plucked. It doesn't really make sense for what's happening on screen.
Alright, his fancy cat cousin is coming to stay. I feel like waterbeds were really overrepresented in the media we consumed as kids.
I agree.
That kid is pogoing so fast, he's gonna break the sound barrier.
You ever ride a pogo stick?
Maybe once.
Yeah, I feel like I've tried, but it's quite difficult.
Hard to balance.
Yeah.
So we found out that his fancy cousin is just a pretender. He's really an alley cat, just like Heathcliff. Golly. Shocking.
Look at this cat party.
This cat party is bopping. These cats have thrown a banger. Things are going great. These wacky cat synthesizers. Heathcliff has been nothing but mean to this cousin.
He's really rude.
Yeah.
He terrorizes the neighborhood. That's what the theme song said.
Now these cats are fighting. Oh, now the other cats have joined in.
Everyone's fighting. It's become a brawl.
Why do some cats have clothes and some cats don't?
Wow, Riffy, what's that?
Oh, that's the House of the Future display. Haven't you ever been inside? Well, follow me. I know a way inside.
Is that one cat wearing a bolo tie? And the other one has roller skates on? This is very confusing. Poor Cleo. Poor dumb Cleo. What is that turkey?
I don't know, but it sounded very squeaky.
Why is that turkey so squeaky? I didn't like it. This is not like a fun amusement park item. I don't know what any of this means. What am I watching? So, this security system that they've created, it doesn't defend the house or like kill the home invaders. It just tricks them.
Yeah.
This is a lot, man. In your head, replace Riff Raff with Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's literally like no logic to any of this.
This is really dreadful.
There's nothing. There's no logic to this cartoon. If I hear that dog go one more time.
Well, I think you're in for a treat.
I'm just confused. This is really bad, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not just making that up. I'm not just in like a post-holiday stupor.
No, I love cartoons, but...
This is not a good cartoon, right?
No, it's really not.
What is Cleo doing with Riff Raff?
Hey, kids, don't forget an important safety and courtesy tip about walking your dog. Always walk your dog on a leash for his or hers safety. Mush! This also keeps your dog from running on other people's property. Okay, fellas, let's go home.
Wow, they gave us a public service announcement at the end. Deke loves that. Captain Planet had it. Inspector Gadget had it.
Maybe they couldn't get funding for it unless they had it.
You've already said you preferred Dingbat and the Creeps to Marmaduke from the first version of the Heathcliff show. What about, do you prefer this version of Heathcliff, the Deke version, or the older version?
I think I prefer the Deke version. I didn't like either of them, but I preferred the Deke version.
What about it?
I don't know. I just, I guess the little other cats were okay.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It was all bad.
The Cadillac cats. I preferred the older version, I think.
Huh.
And not by much, just like you're saying here, but I don't know, something about it seemed more watchable to me. I don't know. I was a little more bored this time around. So then the big question is Heathcliff or Garfield?
I think I'm going to have to go Garfield.
And why?
I just feel like Garfield has more heart.
Yeah, Garfield feels a little more iconic.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what it is. I'm not in a rush to watch Garfield or Heathcliff again, but I think I'd pick Garfield over Heathcliff.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you, Nina B, for the suggestions here. I'm glad we watched them.
No, me too. If you like the show, leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. You can also listen to our whole back catalog and binge some episodes wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and MySpace using various permutations of the word Not-Stalgia. If you have a recommendation, a show you want us to watch, a food you want us to eat, a game you want us to play, you can give us a call and leave us a voicemail on the Anchor app. You can also write us at notstalgia@aol.com. Ask your parents before going online. And you can also find us at www.notstalgia.org.
Hey, gang, Heathcliff here with a whole bunch of brand new adventures starring me, Heathcliff. I cause all sorts of trouble. And my buddy Riff Raff and his pals Hector, Wordsworth, and Mungo are in on the fun, too. So join the family. Spike, Riff Raff, Sonia, and me, Heathcliff, right here every day. Oh, you'll love it, because I come from a long line of bad pussycats.
Heathcliff, today at 3 on TV 44.